Hi friends, I hope everyone are safe. So let's talk about how do we create a SQL server and how do we create a SQL database using PowerShell. Similarly, we'll try creating firewall rules with PowerShell, and also we'll try to get the DTU consumption details of a database which is running through PowerShell, and we'll set up an alert to keep an eye on the DTU consumption. So when the DTU consumption is going more than 90% on an average basis, for the last 5 minutes, so it will send an alert to us, email alert, saying that there was an actually hike in the DTU. So in that case, we have to scale up the DB. So let's do this entire process using the PowerShell. So you can find the script in this Git repository. You can either use the clone or the fork to actually create your own repository from this. So you can find the script with the name of create SQL DB server DB PS1. So here is the script for it. So before me talking more about this, please subscribe to my channel and you can leave your comments on the feedback of this video, and if you wanted to have any specific demos you can request for it. Sure, I will be coming up with videos in the next 1 to 2 weeks on that. So the process to be followed here is, first we'll create a resource group. So for the creating the resource group, you will actually use the command get -az resource group. So after we creating a resource group, we'll create a SQL server. So using the SQL command is a new -az SQL server, and we'll pass on the parameters of the resource group which is being created, and the location and the server name. So the server name should be unique, and you have to provide the SQL administrative credentials. So here I created the credentials using the SQL login parameter, and I converted the password to a secure string. So here are the password and the username, which is SQL admin, and the administrator as the administrator one as the password. So after I creating the SQL server with using this new -az SQL server, you can actually create the firewall rules for it. So the SQL server is in fact the brain behind the database, before the database, which will actually say what kind of request has to come and how do we to store it, everything. To set up the firewall rules, the command we use it is new -az SQL server firewall rule. So for that, the parameters we would be needing is the resource group name and the server name. And so I'm actually saying that the rule name as allowed IPs. So here I'm providing the start IP address and the end IP address. So I'm just allowing any connection. So after we setting up the creating the firewall rule, we'll go ahead and create the SQL database. For that, the command we use is new -az SQL database, and so we need a database name, and if you see the database name I chose is sample db001. Here if you see there is a get random function, so this is actually gets a random text and that appends to that text which is beside to it, and that's how the get random function works. So after creating a database, if you see the objective name here I provided as S0, so this queue type, and the sample name adventure works is the schema type. Okay, and no, to get the metrics details you can actually use the command get -az metric. So the parameters which we have to pass is the resource ID, the time grain, and the metrics name. So you can actually use the command in different ways. So I just wanted to actually show it in a this way. So you can create the same way here, like other parameter, provide the parameter name and you can pass it on the same way. Okay, that's one way to do it. So here to actually get the details of the particular resource group, sorry, particular database, DTU consumption, we'll use this resource ID, and I'm saying that check in the last 5 minutes, and I'm asking for the DTU consumption percentage. So we'll get the details of that. Then I'm asking to actually create a rule, metric rule, saying that if at all this DTU consumption percentage has increased to 90%, greater than 90% in the last 5 minutes, then you send me an email regarding what is happening. Then immediately we'll go ahead and we'll scale up the database using the command set-az SQL database. That's what we do right now. So let's go ahead and create a resource group. Before that, I'll initialize the variables. So I have initialized the variables. So let me go ahead and create the resource group. So the resource group has been created. So here the resource group has been created. So let's create the SQL server. So SQL server has been created. So it is with the name and the SQL admin as the administrator. So let's go ahead and create the firewall rules. So we use the command new-az SQL server firewall rule. So I'm asking to allow all the IP address. So it will allow all the IP address. Now here I am asking to create a database with the name of sampledb001. So the database has been created with the sampledb001. So you can check it. So the database is actually created under this, and you'll see a DB here. Yeah, you just see a DB. So what is actually this is used for the storage and everything, the tables, everything data will be inside the database, and the SQL server is the one which actually will take care of the connections and the way the data to be read and wrote uh, into the database. So let's get the metric details about the database. So let's check the DTU consumption. So if you see, it is checking in the last 1 hour for every 5 minutes gap. So I see that there's an average of 1.667. So that's how you can actually keep a track on the DTU consumption. Now, if you wanted to set up an alert, you can actually set it up. So once we set the alert and or the DTU consumption has increased to 90, then we'll actually scale it up. So this is the command for that. We use set-az SQL database. We have to provide the database name and the resource group name and to what SKU you would like to scale it up. So now if you see, the sample DB is actually with the price tier of S0, and it will be changing to S1 after running the command. So the database has been updated to S1. So that's how we actually create and the server and the database, and how do we set up the firewall rules, and we can keep a track on the DTU and set up an alert for it and all this. So please let me know your feedback, and if you want, you can actually always request for specific demos, and happy to upload more videos on PowerShell and Azure DevOps.